parents, brothers, sisters, grandparents, and everybody else that's come to join us this evening. Welcome to our fourth grade concert, a concert that quite frankly we weren't sure was going to happen. It's been quite an interesting year, and we were so prepared to present this last Monday, and then we got out of school early, which is not typical this time of the year, but it has kind of set us back on our heels. So we appreciate your flexibility in changing whatever you were going to do tonight to make sure that you were able to be with us. You will notice as we go through our concert this evening that this has been several months in the making. So we had to practice a little bit differently this year because the year has changed as we progress through. So you will notice that our chorus is broken into pieces. We typically like to have our chorus together as one big unit, but we weren't able to practice that way. So tonight you will see our chorus broken into individual pieces, which is kind of neat. Kind of gives you a different flavor, right, Michelle? So tonight we will have our band and our orchestra and our chorus, and hopefully you will have a wonderful night of enjoying music. A couple of just reminders, as we go through the presentation and you are taking pictures, if you have a flash on your camera, if you could please turn that off, that definitely gets a little distracting for the students. I walked in with this group here and I heard things like this. Wow, there's a lot of people here. And it occurs to me after the last 2 years, some of them may not have seen this many people in one room before, so this is kind of cool. If you have young siblings here, if you can keep them with you, we would appreciate it. And when we get to the chorus portion, just to give you all a heads up, the chorus portion of our presentation, our last song, we will actually spread our chorus on either side of the room. So if you are photographing or videoing on the sides, towards the end, you will kind of have to move your way to the middle or you will run into the kids. Okay? At this point, I will turn it over to Ms. Shodel to get us started.
Yes, we are very excited to have a live concert tonight. So could you please rise for the singing of our Star Spangled Banner national anthem.
Good evening, everybody. So we're going to get things started off here with the band. My name is Mr. Slifer, and I have the honor of being the fourth grade band director, both here at Brooke, but also across all of Springport Elementary Schools. So tonight, I think it's actually pretty cool. This is the first time we get to do this in 2.5 years. We have not had an elementary school concert in 2.5 years. Can we get a round of applause for this being So we're going to start things with the first 3 songs on the program. These songs are intended as warm-up songs. So these were songs that we did every morning for our morning band rehearsals. And the intention was obviously to warm them up, but also just make sure that they get super focused, ready to go to work on the other songs. So I'm not going to announce each one individually, but you are welcome to clap and applaud in between them. So we're going to do Tune It Up, Climb the Mountain, and then Pass It Forward. So with that last warm-up song, the intention of that one was to, one, get the kids used to playing, like with one group playing and then the other one, so it was kind of going back and forth as to pass the quarter. So the group was divided by woodwinds and brass. So those instruments are, so group one, so we had the flutes, so go ahead and just raise your instruments. We got the flutes, we got our clarinets over here behind me, and then we have our army of saxophones in the middle row there. They get a whole row to themselves. All right, so that's our woodwind section. That was group one. Group two then was our brass. So to match the army of saxophones, we have an army of trumpets. We have 6 of them as well. And then we have our low brass as well. So we got our baritone and then 4 trombones. They're very excited. And then we also have, last but not least, of course, our percussionist over there. All right, so the rest of the program then, all these songs were songs that we worked on throughout the year at some point during in our method book. So when they would come to lessons, we would work out of a book, and then I did what is called band karate. So as we progressed throughout the book, I picked songs that were like, okay, you have to be able to demonstrate these skills, be able to play the song, and then you get the next colored belt, just kind of like how band karate would work, or sorry, how regular karate would work. So we progressed throughout our book, and I chose certain songs out of there and then did something to them to either make them more interesting or a little bit more challenging. So the first song we're actually going to do is Hot Cross Buns. next song that we're doing is called Sharks. So with this song, what we're doing is we're going to start off the song with the Jaws theme that everyone is very, very familiar with. And instead of going into Baby Shark, which is the fake out that everyone is typically expecting with this, we're not going to do that. Instead, I gave the students the creative freedom to depict what they think a shark attack might sound like to them. This group is particularly creative. So, sharks. The hardest part of that one was getting fourth graders to all stop at the same exact time. They did pretty well with that. So, next one that we are going to do is Mary Had a Little Lamb. Not sure why I put that after a shark attack song, but maybe the shark had a nice little snack. But with this song, what I decided to do is we're going to play the melody twice. So we're going to play it once in musical terms, forte, so that means it's going to be played out strong, nice and loud. And the second time through, it's going to be played piano, which means soft. Okay? So try to listen for that, see if the students are successful with that. I know they will be. So, Mary Had a Little Lamb. And then before we get to the last song, I just want to say first of all, thank you to the students for a wonderful year of lessons and the morning band rehearsals. It's been a lot of fun actually getting to do more than just the lessons, and actually being able to do the band rehearsals with them, and they work extremely hard, and hopefully you can see that from the performance here this evening. Also want to say thank you to the parents for letting your child play instruments, and then also making sure that they're practicing and make sure they're getting here for those morning band rehearsals, dropping off instruments when they forget them and all that good stuff. So thank you to the parents for your support as well. Last song we have for you then is Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. There we go.
and I teach strings. In the beginning, they didn't even know how to open it, and left and right hand, how to hold it comfortably on their shoulder. Now they know how to do it. They look so professional. I'm very proud of them. And then in the beginning, we learned how to play on each string without touching other strings. So that was really big thing. So we learned 8 notes first, which is called scale. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Like sound of music, that is the beginning of making any music. So we're going to start with a D major scale. On D strings and A strings separately. Now, they learn how to cross the string back and forth without touching other strings. We're going to play the Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star, known as Mozart melody. Mozart wrote that melody. We are borrowing his melodies. Then we're trying to follow, try to go up and down together. Next piece, we're gonna play the body cabbage down. Now we know how to play the melody, now we're gonna play the duet. They're gonna play the harmony and the melody. They try to support the harmony by playing softly and listen to the melody part and following them. They're gonna take turns to play harmony and melody. Please enjoy. But we're doing the taekwondo belt testing. We have a 10 song that test, white belt to black belt. But after that, I throw them one more song with a master belt. In order for them to get the master, black and master belt, they have to practice, they have to get to know the song by themselves. So I taught you how to read, how to figure out the rhythms. So they watch the video, learn by themselves, and pass the song. And every year we have only few who made it. This year ours we have a one master belt player who just passed a couple days ago. So are you up to it, Coachy? Come on. So she will play the can-can. I know that those who are at the jamboree, we play the We Will Rock You. This is next level. We're going to play the more melody. And I know that at the time we clapped and stomping, but you didn't. I'm sure you wanted to join us so bad. So today I'm going to let you do stomping and clapping with us first time. So we're going to do 4 times. Stomp, stomp, stomp. That one. How many times? 4 times. If some third graders can follow me, I'm sure you all can, right? 4 times and then stop. And then we're gonna play violin, raise your hands, violin. They're gonna play high and low part. And then we have a viola, raise your hand. They're gonna play the melody part. And then cello, we're gonna melody part. We do not have a bass this year, so I'm going to play the bass part. So no conductor. So I'm going to tell you when to stop, just 4 times. Should we practice first? Let's do it. Just 4 times. 1, 2, and go. That's kids, right? Do not go faster. Steady beat. That's what they have worked this year, whole year. Not to go faster. Steady beat, not going down. So good job. 2, 3, go.
Everybody, we're ready for a chorus portion of the concert. The first class is Mr. Hackman's class, and they will be singing a great song that you know from the movie, Moment of Truth.
It's time to do something drastic, something new.
haven't heard of Alan Sherman, you're not as old as me. He was very popular in the 60s, and he was a comedian. He wrote this song called Camp Granada. So listen to the kids sing the way he sang it. It is very entertaining. Song before. What did you mean? You heard that before. Oh, there's a few. Thank you. Next we have Mrs. Rockovich's class. And when we get settled in, and then supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. From Mary Poppins. is by Chuck Berry, Johnny Be Good. And if you ever watch Back to the Future, the first episode of it, there's Michael J. Fox doing his thing, and then he goes ramping off into something in the future. They were like, what is that? So we're going to sing Johnny Be Good.
Deep down in Louisiana, close to New Orleans, way out in the woods among the evergreens, there stood a log cabin made of earth and wood. There lived a country boy named Johnny Be Good. Though never ever learned to read or write so well, but he could play the guitar just like Ray Campbell. Go, 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 Johnny, go, 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 Johnny, go, 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 Johnny, go, 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 Johnny, go, go. Johnny Be Good. He used to carry his guitar in a gunny sack and sit beneath the trees by the railroad track. Oh, yeah, the seas singing in the shade, strumming the rhythm and the drivers sing. The evil passers by, they would stop and say, oh my, what a little country boy can play. Go, 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 Johnny, go, 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 Johnny, go, 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 Johnny, go, go. His mother would say he would be a man, and he would be the leader of a big old band. And he would come from miles around, singing and playing music till the sun goes down. Singing someday he would be in the lights, saying Johnny Be Good. Go, 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 Johnny, go. Go, go, Johnny, go. Go, go,
I know you all know the Beatles. In 1969, George Harrison wrote this. This was his biggest hit. It was still part of the Beatles. It's called Here Comes the Sun. And Georgia, raise your hand. She's the one who suggested to do it. So let's give her a big hand. I thought that was great. ones that is really fun to sing is At the Hop. They had to learn what chicks for the girls and cats for the boys, what that was all about. Dr. McCoy's class, and they will be singing Best Day of My Life.
I had a dream so big and loud. I jumped so high I touched the clouds. Whoa, oh, 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 oh. Whoa, oh, 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 oh. I stretched my hands up to the sky. We danced with monsters through the night. Whoa, oh, 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 oh. Whoa, oh, 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 oh. I'm never gonna look back.
Another song they like to do is Count on Me by Bruno Mars.
If you ever find yourself stuck in the middle of the sea, I'll sail the world to find you. If you ever find yourself stuck in the dark and you can't see, I'll be the light to guide you. Find out what we're made of when we are called to help our friends in need. You can count on me like 1, 2, 3, I'll be there. And I know when I need it, I can count on you like 4, 3, 2, we'll be there. 'Cause that's what friends are supposed to do, oh yeah. If you toss and you turn and you just can't fall asleep, I'll sing a song beside you. If you ever forget how much you really mean to me, every day I will remind you. Oh, find out what we're made of when we are called to help our friends in need. You can count on me like 1, 2, 3, I'll be there. And I know when I need it, I can count on you like 4, 3, 2, you'll be there. 'Cause that's what friends are supposed to do, oh yeah. You'll always have my shoulder when you cry. I'll never let go, never say goodbye. You can count on me like 1, 2, 3, I'll be there. And I know when I need it, I can count on you like 4, 3, 2, you'll be there. 'Cause that's what friends are supposed to do, oh yeah. Count on me 'cause I can count on you.
I'm sure many of the children that you have seen Trolls. And the big hit is Can't Stop the Feeling by Justin Timberlake. And here we go.
I got this feeling inside my bones. It goes electric wavy when I turn it on. All through my city, all through my home.
popular. But he didn't do this one. This one was done before he became popular. It's called the Peppermint Twist.
They got a new dance and it goes like this. Bop shoo bop 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 shoo bop. The name of the dance is a peppermint twist. Bop shoo bop 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 shoo bop. Like it like this. The peppermint twist. Bop shoo bop 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 shoo bop. Go round and round, up and down, round and round, up and down. Round and round and up and down. 1, 2, 3, get 1, 2, 3, jump. Me and my pal down at 45th Street. Bop shoo bop 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 shoo bop. Where the peppermint twisters meet. Bop shoo bop 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 shoo bop. And we learn to do this. The peppermint twist. Bop shoo bop 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 shoo bop. Round and round, up and down. Round and round, up and down. Round and round and up and down. 1, 2, 3, get 1, 2, 3, jump. We'll ride all night. We'll ride. It's alright, it's alright, it's alright. It's okay all day. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. And we learn to do this. The peppermint twist. Bop shoo bop bop bop.
Audience, family, friends, what we're going to do now is get all the kids together and sing our finale. We're all in this together. Wait to hear this. They will be going into 5th grade soon enough. I've had many of them since kindergarten. I will miss them. They're a great group of children, and they have a lot of fun personalities. I know because at lunch duty, I get to talk to them. So here we go with "We're All in This Together" from High School Musical.
Together, 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 everyone. Together, together, come on, let's
think it was pretty cool, don't you?
Yes.
First of all, this does not come together just with me. I want to thank Mrs. Romanelli. Did a great job. I also want to thank Mrs. Taylor, Mrs. Bonnet, and Mrs. Brooks. Boys and girls, if you could just let me finish, and then we'll do that all at the end. Miss Brooks, Miss Hohenstein, and Miss Weckerly. I want to thank our special teachers, library, Mrs. DeAngelis, physical education, Mrs. Beaver. We took my 2 classes out today, so I can rehearse. Art, Mrs. Witz, and Quest, Mr. Laurie. I'd also like to thank our office personnel, Mrs. Dilks and Mrs. Halfman, where nothing else could happen without them. They are so organized to keep everything going. Miss Wang, Miss Sonny, can you come up here? Music is an important part of everyone's life, especially in your child's school education. Music rounds out a person that has a great impact as an integrated multi-discipline. Students who are involved in music score higher on their SAT. Well, I'll tell you, I don't know what I'd do without our wonderful principal, Miss Dr. Moyer. He just is the best. Mr. Fasalo is our head custodian, and Mr. Rilbar is our evening custodian, and they get the chairs, they set up the risers, and they keep our school sparkling. So let's give them a big hand. As you notice, there's a book fair out there, and we have many things that the Brooke Elementary Home and School Association helped us with. I want to thank all the parent volunteers who dedicate themselves behind the scenes to support our school community. Is there anyone here that is in the Brooke Home and School Committee that can stand up? I guess, is anybody here for the Brooke Elementary Home and School Association? Okay, that's fine. Listen, you may visit the book fair tonight if you wish. It's tomorrow and Wednesday. There are so many great books that can inspire your children. First of all, I want to thank you, the parents, family, friends, my great gratitude for all the parents here this evening. These students worked very hard, and I'm very proud of each and every one of them. And I must say, when they were singing We're All in This Together, I almost cried. It was amazing to me. I just wish you fourth graders the best venture in your next stage of your fifth grade education. And boys and girls, let's give your parents a big hand. Come on. Thank you.